Alright, I feel like
It's all
pop.
odds up in the studio, getting blown. Shoot shit I ever spoke. Against all odds, open my true mother.
Alright, look. Against all odds, the king is back. You know, the haters is out there, they in full swing. But to address some of the madness I heard, like some people was like, "Oh, you took from the Martinez Macklin from somebody else and you reported it." I was the first person ever to report Martinez versus Macklin. Everybody who thought Martinez and Pacquiao was a reality, like that was actually gonna happen. So people were reporting on that. I don't know if it was to get hits or whatever, but from what I know of my knowledge, I was the only one to report on it. I got a video on here. It's called, what is it called? Karceno. Martinez will fight Macklin. Not scary as Pacquiao. Let me see. It was November the 1st, 2011. Okay. And let's kind of go back and listen to what I said.
Martinez will be fighting Macklin for, it should be in New York, for like St. Patty's Day, around that time. I know they got a fight there around that time. Bernard does. I haven't talked to Lou, but I'm very confident that the Macklin fight will be made before a Pacquiao fight. Well, because Macklin has balls. And Pacquiao doesn't put himself in a fight that could risk him losing. So.
And that about says it all. He doesn't put himself in a position to fight where he can end up losing. Now, knowing that, let's move right ahead to other things. Alright, let me get this back set down. Now, I'm going to put something special for y'all in the link. And y'all gonna say, "God damn," I ain't even gonna tell y'all what it is. I'm just gonna let y'all check it out for yourself. That's for when this is over. Y'all can go and check that out. But Martinez and Macklin last night did a great job. I mean, Mac the Knife brought it to him. He brought it to him the right way. He boxed him, and he looked good boxing. He was following the game plan. His problem is he had no answer for Martinez once Martinez made him back up. Okay, Martinez forced him to go backwards. And once he did that, it made him more open for the straight left. Earlier, Martinez tried to bait him to come in, and that wasn't working. And then you could see he took Macklin's best punch and realized Macklin didn't have the power to hurt him. So he felt more comfortable in the ring doing what he wanted to do. But you could see how Floyd Mayweather could easily take away his left hand if he wanted to, because he's not going to be able to back up Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd can fight going backwards. So it brings up another scenario of, is that the fight you want to see next? Or you still want Pacquiao in the ring? Because that fight probably won't be made unless Pacquiao wake up and smell the coffee and realize, I ain't going to get $40 million nowhere else. Ding! Because you think you finna get $40 million fighting Bradley. You think you finna get $20 million fighting Bradley. Ha ha! Good luck with that fantasy. That's Final Fantasy forever. You ain't never getting that, homie. But people was like, how you come up with this information? You just take from other people? Nah. Come on now. You gotta give me some credit. I mean, my track record is pretty good. And my videos back me up. I'm sorry. I hate to boast and brag, but you can check the track record. Go back in the past. Didn't I tell you about Brandon Rios? Did I tell you about Nonito Dunier? I'm talking about years ago. I'm talking about years ago. I told you about these people. Did I tell you about Kell Brook? I'll still talk about Kell Brook. Now the mainstream media is starting to talk about Kell Brook. And did I tell you what Amir Khan was? I don't I don't change like these other journalists you have out here whose agenda switch from day to day. I don't tell you one thing and then I'll tell you another. If I tell you something, it's because that's how I feel about it. And then I stick by it. The other ones don't. So when you see this farce named Montoya tell you these lies, because that's what he does. He looks at me like himself. He says, "Well, I'm a piece of shit. I know this is what I do, so you must do it too." No, I don't. I don't partake in that. I do what I'm supposed to do, and that's give the people the real. See, they got what they call these marketing directors, and then they got assistant strategists, directors to handle their promotional standpoints. To find out that, like I said, I haven't even talked to Lou DiBella, but it took common sense to realize that Macklin was going to fight Martinez. Boxing is a business first, okay? Before it's a sport, it's a business. If the fans ran boxing, it would be totally bankrupt in about 6 months because fans don't understand the business of it. Okay, you just can't walk in and run fights. It just doesn't work that way. There's a certain order things have to happen. Okay, will Mayweather fight Martinez? That's been down the road. Look, I'll tell you right now, they wanted 70-30 early on, and they were gonna get it, but it was 70-30 of what? Martinez had no drawing power. None. I mean, we want to see him as the fans, but the rest of the world, they don't know who Sergio Martinez is. Mainly because he doesn't speak English. But now, since HBO has been giving him more dates, he's getting these shows out there, he's doing good. Now, you could start talking about him fighting Floyd Mayweather on pay-per-view. Because that's where the money is. Mayweather's looking at pay-per-view. That's where the bulk of his money comes from. So he's looking at it from a pay-per-view standpoint. Okay, and I'm going to let y'all in on this little bit of news because I want to touch on it for a second. And it was that Macklin stoppage. Buddy McGirt did what he did once again, stopping the fight premature when he had no business. It's St. Patty's Day. He's Irish. You let him go out on his shield. You robbed him of his honor. He wasn't hurt that badly where you had to jump in there with a towel. The referee checked him right before he sat down. He was okay. If he got knocked down again in the third and the 12th round, let the referee stop it. Don't you stop it in his corner. Okay? It make it look like he wanted to quit. That's why he had to come out and clarify that, hey, I wanted to continue. My corner wanted to stop it, and I'm not going to argue with him. You know, he sees what he sees. But he wanted to let his people know I was ready to continue. Because that's a certain badge of honor there. Wayne McCullough almost just broke down and cried in the middle of the ring. Not because he was losing the fight. He was losing like almost every round. Here it is, one more round to go. And they called a fight on his stool. He was like, please, don't do this to me. I've never been stopped in my career. Don't do this. And the referee's like, I'm sorry, you're taking too many shots. I got to call this. And the referee stopped the fight. And Wayne McCullough almost cried because he had never been stopped before in a ring. And they take a sense of pride in that. And that's a little something you got to think about, buddy. Because I think you got the most stops in the history of mankind. You just come in and stop fights. You know, I understand you love your fighters, but they're fighters. You know, I can see if it's to protect them from themselves type situation. But the Paulie Malignaggi, Ricky Hadden, then this, it just wasn't warranted. You know, I could see the Gotti situation with Mayweather. I can understand that. But come on, man. And then, well, let me tell you this right now. This is the other information I have for y'all. You know, Freddie Roach wanted Manny Pacquiao to see a specialist in the United States at USC or in UCLA for his dehydration. That didn't work out. Manny said, no, I got some medicine from the Philippines and I'm cured. I'm straight. And Freddie's like, okay, all right, but if it happens then if it happens again, then you got to see my guys. At least give me that. But my thing is, isn't Alex Ariza your conditioning coach? If Alex Ariza is your conditioning coach, why is Freddie Rose trying to get you to go see a specialist? Isn't Alex Ariza the specialist? Pretty strange over there, right? Then he's cutting Manny Pacquiao sparring down. Pacquiao now, his sparring sessions are going to be 6 rounds. Then they blame Linares. I'm going to put all that out there on another article, but I have some special stuff I'm going to put for y'all right down here. But I made this video already too long. I got a lot to say.